Good. Okay, just drop some on here for a second. Alright, here's what we're doing right now. We're going to practice, we're going to train to develop our skills, okay? Because karate, as you may have worked out, it's not just knowing what to do. You're going to train, you're going to practice, you're going to go through the repetition, yeah? Just understand though, that everything you do is going to be purpose and meaning behind it. So when you put purpose and meaning behind all your techniques, then you have more motivation to train harder, to work harder, to keep coming back and developing the skills. Does that make sense? You can show some of the lower grades some stuff and you go, you know what, I can do it, but you're probably also thinking, but I want to do it better, stronger, faster, like the black belts, for example. Well, this is where the motivation to keep training kicks in. Yeah? If you all wanted to build muscle, we'd work out how to do it, we'd know what exercise to do, we'd go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, we'd eat our eggs and our protein powders, and we'd starve ourselves, and we'd be grumpy. We'd go to the gym and we'd do repetitions and sets, and we'd walk ourselves in the mirror, and we'd be angry, and all the rest of it. But you know, there's a process to that as well. So this is all about following the process. So we're going to work on is from Zenkutsu Dachi. We're going to come back to here. We're going to practice this concept of turning in and really putting power into our techniques. All right? There's white belts and maybe yellow belts, but mostly white belts. Most of our training is in Dachi, learning all the basics of movement. Correct? Then, as we move up, we'll start to move mostly in our stances. Correct? Okay. And then we start adding more technique, and then we start adding more technique, and as we get better, we add more technique and skill strategy. So that's kind of the progress of going from starting to, say, black belt. Yeah? As you guys know, we get the black belt, and what happens? We are now masters, we don't train anymore. We sit around, and some of us are osmosis, and through the internet. No, it doesn't know way. You guys are like, does it really? No, sorry, it doesn't. We recognize that we've just finished the small part of our journey, we're just at the beginning, not at the end. Now it's time to really start to train. Start to really develop and open up our minds and, yeah? Training really begins when you get to that level. But the first part of the journey is very exciting because you're going through the different stages and you're growing, you're belts and you're encouraging and you're getting encouraged and all the rest of it, yeah? So, we're going to start from here. What we're going to do is this. We're going to turn into our punch, reverse punch. Then we're going to turn back and strike. Rather than going punch and nothing. Punch and nothing. Then you go punch, strike. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we're turning in, turning back, strike. Turn back and punch, back and strike. So this here is practicing that twisting action right through the middle of our body. It's practicing the timing, and it's practicing the conditioning of our body, just to make sure we're moving fast and we're generating more power. So it's time to practice and then work toward that reality. We can put in more for main, obviously. Does that make sense? No use having some great skills, but you don't have the main. You don't have the ability to exert power and force. You're very limited in how much you can do. You can do stuff, right? You can still do stuff. But if somebody attacks you, and a quick punch in the face, you're going to do stuff, but then it's about developing, so when you do it, it really does hurt. A lot more. And then you can continue through. You can do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and you can continue through and you just stand like that. Okay, does that make sense? So the first thing we're going to do is that. Then we're going to practice to move into it. Here we go. 1, then step up. 2. Step, through, up, strike. Step, through, up and strike. Okay, stances, turning into develop the power. So this here, let's say punch it, reverse punch. Here and here. Okay? Here. And then from there, up. There, as you guys know, high breaks, from there you can continue through. Okay? You can strike, you can continue through, which you'll learn later on. For now, it's developing some basic mechanics, but a lot of skill, a lot of strength based. That comes through that twisting action of your hips. Does that make sense? Yeah? And using your stance. So if you was to punch, just have stance. So you Start ready for me. Palm punching from here. Get the big guys for this. Palm punching from here. Okay? There's only so much I can do. Only so much power I can generate from my arm. Palm punching from here. There's only so much I can do. I've got stance, I've got stability, but from there you can still push me forward. Yeah, there's only so much I can do. If I'm turning like this, alright? Okay? Ready? This is strong. This way. Through. Very strong. There's more power coming through from this to this. To that. Through. Do this way. Right here, I've got no stability. Push me forward, push me back, I've got no stability. When I'm here, push forward, go, more stability. Because there's always power behind me, my hips, my legs, push, that way. Make sense? Here, push the same, no chance. I've got no strength. You can push me over from here, push, you can push me over from here. Yeah? Yeah, push. Can't push over, push. Make sense? Can't push over from there because I'm using my body, I'm using my technique as well. So I'm practicing from here to be able to punch through here, so I've got lots of power behind my technique. Whole body, mate. Whole body, make sense? Okay. Coming up and striking. So it's 1, 2. Fast. And that's what I'm practicing. When someone grabs at me, if you go fast, straight into the face, and just use both arms. Hey? So let's practice that, yeah? So to begin with, everyone right leg back. It's going to be bringing the foot out to the side, and keeping this 45, and then practice through and back. Through and back. For those of you that have been doing back stands a lot, it's like back stands, but it's one shot with wide. Zenkutsu Dachi, and then bring our hips back. The front leg stays put. Front knee stays put. See that? What it doesn't do is this. So the front knee, continuing away. Go forward, back, punch, strike, nice and solid. Okay? So we go. We're going to start slowly, we're going to work it up. First count, step through punch, like it's in hips forward punch. Second count, pull back and strike. When you're striking, guys, as if you're striking to your own face. Your own nose, okay? Your own nose. Ready? Right leg back, right leg back. That's it. Some of you use the other right leg. Ready? Nice and slow. Edge. Knee. Start. G. Go. Punch. Rope. Strike. Now what I want you to do, guys, I'm just making you all my senpai. Congratulations. How's it feel?
Awesome.
High five all round. Okay, good. Now, what I want you to do is this. Have a look at your stance and make sure that it's one shoulder width wide. I want you to have a look at your stance and make sure it's no longer than 2 shoulder width long. Here's the important part, guys. When you are punching, your hips must be forward, straight in front. And if they're not, you need to adjust your stance. It's either too narrow or too long. Okay, senpais? Ready? You have my permission to correct yourselves. As often as you need to. Let's go. Edge, punch. Now, check your stance. Check your hips. Are the hips forward? Is the front knee nice and low forward? That's good. Make sure you're not overextending your shoulders. Knee. Stances, hey? Some. Chi. Yo. That's it. Rook. Edge. Knee. San. G. Go. Rook. Sitch. Nice. Touch. Go. Joe. Nice. Edge. San. G. Go. Rook. Sitch. Touch. Go. Joe. Edge. Knee. San. G.